Hey guys, I'm in my car again, drinking my grown drink and smoking a cigarette. My husband is actually sleeping, so instead of talking while he was sleeping, I decided to come outside and talk to you guys. It's kind of hard trying to do videos every day because I'd be so busy. But anyway, I said to myself, don't lock your keys in the daggone car because that's what you do. So, as I was about to turn on the daggone car, I could not find my keys. And I'm like, oh shit. Ugh. But anyway, they were sitting on my lap. I had to turn on the light. I'm sorry, it's dark. But I really don't like bright lights. I don't like people like staring in my face. Not that I'm ugly or anything like that. Well, maybe I might be ugly. Yeah, who knows? It depends on other people's taste. But anyway, there's so much that I wanted to talk about that I could not talk about in the house because this is my personal private time. Like I said the other night, I like personal time. I like to be by myself. I like to just be able to breathe for a minute. That I don't get to do. I work 5 days a week. I'm at work at 7 o'clock. I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. Gotta take the baby to daycare. Me and my daughter work together, which is a good thing and a bad thing because it's just like my first video I was saying that I'm trying to teach her how to drive so she can be more independent because it's a lot on me. But lately I have been into mukbangs, and I found a lot of great people on mukbangs that I try to listen to daily because they have good conversations and the food looks absolutely delicious. Simply Thai, Tosh and Steph, Be Love for Life, KC Connection. Oh my God, they have such great food. They make me hungry all the freaking time. But I'm just like, how the hell can you buy like lobsters and shit every single day? That's just freaking expensive. I'm like, oh my God. But that's what you do. If you don't know them or anything else, you should try to follow them because they do have good things that they talk about, and their food is just different places and restaurants that they go to, or different stores, and they do challenges and all of this nonsense. Here it's not nonsense. I'm sorry guys, it's not nonsense, but it's really fun to watch. So also Tip and Lex, a couple of people, let's see, Tasha from Tasha and Steph, she had a good conversation today. She had touched a little bit about jealousy, and you have to find within yourself why you don't like a person. Not that anybody else is doing anything bad. Maybe it's just you. Maybe it's not the person that's doing anything wrong. Maybe it's you at the end of the day. We don't seem to think that. We always think it's the other people. We always try to fight with our spouses, our girlfriends, our boyfriends, thinking that it's their fault why you're miserable. Actually, it might just be you that's miserable. Maybe it's not them. You know? We never stop to think that maybe it's something within yourself. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Like, I've always wanted more out of life, but I don't know what more is. So I tend to think, well, my mate is supposed to make me happy. No, you're not going to be happy if you're just not fucking happy. That's it, and that's all. If you're not fucking happy, nobody, I don't care if he's handsome, if he's ugly, if he's rich, or if he's poor, if you're not fucking happy, you're never going to be happy regardless of the relationship that you're in. And there's people that will never be happy. They tend to just hate what other people have because they don't have it. They never reached that point of happiness, and they'll take it out on anybody to try to find that happiness. Just because you curse somebody out, it's not going to change your life. Just because you rat on somebody, it's not going to change your life. Just because you kill somebody, it's not going to make your life any better. You have to find a happy medium somewhere. And there's nobody on earth that is going to give you that happy medium. You have to give it to yourself. You have to appreciate the person that you are, because if you don't, then you're just wasting time. You're wasting other people's time that you invite in your life with all of this anger that you're carrying around. You may not think that is true today, but at the end of the day, if you're sitting somewhere and you're fucked up and you're at your lowest, you'll realize all of that hate that you carried along is your fault. Absolutely, positively your fault, because you didn't do anything to change it. I can't blame anybody for the life that I'm living right now except for me. All I could do is try to make it better some way, somehow. And that, it takes a lot to admit that. And it took me a while to admit this fact, but half of the bullshit I didn't have to go through if I listened to when I was such and such age. But I refused to listen. I refused to go because I thought I was right. I wanted to argue. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that. I wanted to do this, that, skip here, there, everywhere. And at the end of the day, all of that wasn't fixing nothing. I just pile more shit on top of shit that I already had. You know? So, if you're not trying to build and be around positive people, or just maybe take the time out just to be around yourself, because a lot of people think that they need crowds all the time to make them feel like they're whole. You don't need a freaking crowd. All you need is you, and to stop and think. You don't have to do silly shit. You don't have to, draw attention constantly to yourself and do a whole bunch of wild crap, whatever. You don't have to do that. You need to just take time, 10, 15 minutes out of your day, which is not a lot of time, to stop and think and say, is this what I really want out of life? Is this going to help me or hinder me in my life? That's what you really need to do. Figure out if this is what I really want. If this is what the type of attention that I want drawn to me. If that's not the type of attention, if it doesn't make you feel good after spending 10, 15 minutes with yourself, nobody else. If you don't feel good, well, maybe that's not just for you. Maybe you shouldn't be doing that stuff, And that's what people don't get. Self-love all the time. Self-love, self-appreciation. Buy yourself something once in a while, instead of, buying everything for the group. Buy yourself something. Treat yourself to somewhere. Take a long drive. and look at things, look at the scenery, and think, this is what I want. You know, if anybody gets mad because you're taking 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes out of your day to help you, then they're not really your friend, or they really don't care about anything that's going on in your life. They don't care at all. And it's unfortunate and fortunate that it took me years to realize that. I've always been looking for something that I thought was lost. It was never lost. I just didn't just take the time out to discover that I'm a beautiful person. Other people may not feel that way. Other people may think, oh, she always looks crazy, or she always do that, or she always frustrated, or whatever. That's just me. We always get frustrated. There's always things in life that frustrate you and whatever, and you need to vent. You know, you have the God-given right to vent, to get upset about bullshit that's fucking you up. You know? You have a right to do that. Can't nobody say that you wrong from doing that, you know? But you can't just carry that shit for the rest of your life. It's just ridiculous to me to just hold on to that fucking hate forever, because you sitting around crying and carrying on and a headache, and everybody's having the time of their lives, you know? So stop that. I'm seriously trying to think of the other subject that I wanted to talk about, that I was like, yeah, you know, you're right. You're right about that. But I can't think about what it is right now. I'm just enjoying my life. I'm enjoying the night. It's finally, excuse me, I love ice. It's a beautiful night in Memphis. I'm sitting in my car, peace of mind, you know. And but I'm glad I got into watching mukbangs. I mean, the food looks delicious, but people say, you know, honest and truthful things, how they're feeling about, you know, whatever. And that's what really drawn me into doing these videos, is watching people doing, you know, mukbangs, because I have stuff to talk about. And even if I'm just listening to it, it's nice to go back and hear what my thoughts was on a particular day. I'm not looking for fame or fortune in that way, because I don't think I would know how to handle it. In that way, I never been the type of person that just wants attention focusedly drawn on me. You know, I think I've always been a loner. And when I was younger, I used to hate it, because it was like, dang, I don't have any friends, I don't have nothing, this and that. When you have a whole bunch of friends, it's always so much drama to it, you know. And I'm just too old for all that drama and bullshit, you know. All I want to do is work, hit the lotto, and I would like to travel. I really, really, really would like to travel. I'm a Sagittarius. I think Sagittarius people are free birds, you know, even though people say that Sagittarians are evil. No, we're not evil, but we tend to not pull back on our words. if we feel a certain type of way at the moment, everything that has happened to us during life that we did not say that day and moment is coming at you right now. And we're coming at you with an arrow. Okay, we're coming after you hard. And then after we come after you, me personally, I'm over it. Shit. I say what I had to say. If you don't like it, screw you. Shit, because you done said jacked up shit to me. You know? You said messed up shit to me, and I'm just supposed to just take it? Hell no. I'm not gonna take that shit. No. Especially if you push me to the point where it's just ridiculous. But that's basically just it. Just learn to love yourself. Learn to appreciate every single moment in life, because nothing is guaranteed at all. As you can tell, your friends start dropping off. People start dying. Just appreciate life. That's the basic thing. Just appreciate what you have. Appreciate that you were able to live another day, to try another day, to be better than you were today. You don't have to do everything in 24 hours. You don't have to do everything. And that was my problem. I tried to be perfect all the time. I needed it. I wanted it. I had to be perfect. You don't have to be that. You have to just be yourself and learn to love yourself. We all make faults. We are human. And if you walk around with a cold heart all the time, it's going to hurt you in the long run. It really is. I'm 47 years old. I'm never going to be famous. I'm never going to have the riches that I have. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to come home. And I'm going to live my boring life. But I lived it. And I'm happy that I lived it. Because there's a lot of people that are not 47 years old. That are just teenagers, babies, who did not get a chance to actually live and be able to say, I appreciate everybody in my life. I appreciate all the hard times that I had, and please believe me, I had some goddamn hard times. I dragged around babies trying to get shit that I just was not ready for. I was not mature enough. I just was hungry and I wanted it, and I had no idea how to get it. Because I was smart. I knew more than everybody else. I knew my shit. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know my elbow from my ass. Okay? I just knew I was hungry and I needed to get it. Well, at the end of the day, I got what I asked for. A hard time, and I'm busting my ass every day for all the mistakes I did yesterday. And I'm very appreciative that I have been given a chance to pay for my mistakes. So when you're young and you're thinking that you know it all, stop and give yourself 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes to say, is this really going to benefit me or hinder me? Thanks for listening, and have a good day.